Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This week I am on my way to River Goose campsite just outside of Bonnievale in the Western Cape. The campsite is about 200 kilometers drive from Cape Town itself, and pretty soon I was through the town of Robertson and making my way to Bonnievale itself. Soon I was making my way through the town of Bonnievale and making my way out towards the camp, which is situated about 11 kilometers outside of town. You continue driving on the R317 for a few kilometers before you see the signpost where you turn off to the campsite and the farm itself. It is a tar road the whole way except for the last few hundred meters that you drive on the farm itself, but that is a very good gravel road. I turned off the main road and made my way towards the campsite, and as you enter the farm you can even see some springbokkies grazing on your right hand side. From the turn off to the campsites is a short drive on a good gravel road, and as you arrive at the campsites there is a signpost that will inform you what you need to do to check in. Around this area there is also a caravan where you can buy ice and firewood, and a signpost that will guide you towards the various campsites. I finished up with the checking in formalities before making my way to the campsite where I will be spending the next 2 days. I was able to pick out a nice campsite with a beautiful view over the Breede River and got to setting up camp. River Goose consists of 22 campsites, with campsite 1 and 2 and 4 to 8 being on the edge of the river itself and the other campsites being a bit more inland. I was staying at campsite 7 this week and had a beautiful view of the river. Almost all the campsites are covered in lush green grass. The campsites are all nestled in between some big trees that will give you a good shade covering throughout the day and also offer you some protection if the wind picks up. I finished pitching up camp and just marveled at some of the beautiful views you can see from the camp. From my campsite I had a great view of the Breede River, and this truly is a very picturesque campsite to visit. The river isn't flowed throughout the year and offers you various activities such as canoeing, swimming or fishing. These row of campsites right next to the river are ideal if you want to spend some time next to the river or do some fishing. But as mentioned, there's also more campsites located a bit more inland. They are all also on lush green grass and located between a lot of trees to ensure that you will have a good shade covering throughout the day. Some of the campsites have a wooden fence running next to it and have some bushes and trees growing in between the two campsites to give you a bit more privacy. These sites are all fairly level as well. River Goose is also a pet-friendly campsite, and although Sava couldn't join me on this adventure, you are more than welcome to bring your furry friend along. Upon booking, be sure to select the right campsite for you that will fit all your wants and needs. Some of the campsites has a raised cement-built fireplace, while the other campsites are all equipped with a braai, drum and a grid, as well as a dustbin, and there are also some taps scattered throughout the campsite. As the sun was starting to set, I got the fire going and started to settle in for the night. I had some last minute food prepping to do before settling in next to the fire. And after having a great braai and a delicious meal, it was time to settle in for the night. The next morning I woke up to a beautiful view from my tent. I had a lazy day to explore the camp itself, and I went down to the small jetty where you can get a beautiful view of the river itself. There are 2 ablution blocks located on the campsite. The one consists of 4 rooms, each with its own shower and toilet, as well as a dishwashing area next to the ablution facilities. And the hot water is provided via a gas geyser. The ablutions were in good condition and clean daily and neat and tidy. The other ablution area also has a washing up area next to it, as well as 2 rooms with flush toilets in them, as well as 2 more rooms with toilets and showers in them, and once again hot water was provided via a gas geyser. And next to the campsites on the edge of the river, there's also 2 cold showers nestled in between some bushes where you can come and rinse off and cool down on those hot days. Just note that there is no electricity at River Goose, so if you want your batteries charged, you're gonna have to pack those solar panels, but there is a cell phone signal if you need to do some work. As lunchtime was approaching, I got the fire started and braaied some chicken fillets for some chicken burgers. And later the afternoon I got the fishing rod out and tried my luck with a few casts. Unfortunately I did not get lucky and I had nothing to show today. Although River Goose is known to be quite a popular fishing spot, and generally you do get some good fish here. At the campsite there is also a place you can launch your boat, and you can also book boat cruises from the camp itself. And as the afternoon drew on, I made my way up to go witness a beautiful sunset before making my way back to camp, getting the fire started and settling in for the night. And after another awesome braai, it was time to turn in for the night. The next morning I got up at a leisurely pace, started packing up and made my way onto my next adventure. I truly had a nice relaxing stay at River Goose, and it is a great campsite to get away from the city for a weekend. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more of our videos. As always, happy camping until next time.